Right, in this overview, we're going to look at Unit 1 and what's expected for the ACT/SAT Math Review course for Unit 1. Before we do that, I want to highlight a couple things from the course home. First, I wanted to bring your attention to the reporting scale for Academy Online High School. For all our grades, we're using a standard 4-point score, and it's going to be standards based. And I'll show you where you can find the standards for this course. But anyway, our target learning is right at a 3, and that means that you are on par with everything that was presented, and you have demonstrated your knowledge with very few errors or omissions, and you show that you understand what's been taught. That's what we're shooting for. If you go above and beyond, you could get a 4. That'd be 4 out of 4, and that means that you have demonstrated in-depth inferences and applications that go beyond what was taught in class. If you didn't quite grasp it, maybe you got a 2. That means that you kind of showed and demonstrated that you learned what was being taught. However, there's some major gaps and omissions. And you can see how the grades equate over here. For a 3 is an A-, a 4 is an A+. I do 2.5, and that would be a B. 2 is a C, or C-. 1.5 is a D, and if you get 1, that means you basically failed and there isn't anything there. So that's the reporting. If you don't turn it in, you'll get a 0. And that just means it's incomplete. And I do accept late work for this course, so make sure you get in all your work. So that's the reporting scale. Another thing I want to bring your attention to that I just added today is a section called Class Resources. And this will become more clear after you get into Unit 1. Here's a list of resources where you can find ACT/SAT activities. And they're great to look up information. So just know this page is here. These are all linked. Hippocampus. You can search for subjects. You can go to the actual search box and type in what you're looking for, or you can click on algebra and geometry, and then you could do your search from here. Or you can look through, click on it, and it takes it out there in graphing linear equations. So maybe in the future, if you don't understand graphing linear equations, there'll be a little video over here that will help you through it. Another resource, of course, is the Khan Academy, and we'll go over that in a little bit. YouTube has a lot of good information videos that will show you how to do and solve problems. And so you can just look through these resources, and you're hopefully going to be using these a lot. Another page I added is, it's called the Khan Academy. For this course, you will need to have a Khan Academy account. You can do that through your Facebook, Google account, or you can just use your own email if you have neither of those accounts. This down here is a short instructional video that tells you what to do. Basically, you need to go to the Khan Academy, and then you need to sign up for an account, and then you need to have me as your coach. And then to do that, you need to go to your profile, click on the Coaches tab, and then enter this code. And like I said, this video shows you how to do that. So you'll need to have me as a coach, because you will be doing some activities in the Khan Academy that are part of this course that will be graded. If you don't see the video is also available here. It's the same video. Lastly is this quiz. I just added it today. You need to do this quiz. It's very quick. I just want to make sure that you understand what's going on in this course. Alright, let's jump into Unit 1. If you go back to the table of contents or content, you'll see Unit 1. And I'm going to run through Unit 1 really quick. If you look at the schedule, it starts today, and all your work will be turned in by, I believe it's the 27th. You'll need to be complete with the 26th. So let's look at the overview. This video will be right here at the bottom. It'll be down here. But the units are broken down into 4 sections. There's a review, there's level 2, level 3, and level 4. And they increase in difficulty. Review is stuff you should know. If you don't, you need to go find information about that and learn that stuff. Level 2 is there's a Dropbox assignment, and we'll go over that, but there's 2 targets or standards for level 2 that you need to master, level 3 and level 4. So let's look at the review. So what you should know before you start this unit is listed right here. I have some resources available for you that you can click on if you're having trouble. If there's something that you need help with, just let me know and I can maybe find a resource for you and send it to you individually. So make sure you check that you understand the reviews for this level, for this unit. And we're basically talking about basic operations and applications in math. Alright, so for level 2, you need to be able to solve routine one-step arithmetic problems, and you can read these targets. And you have an assignment to complete the Dropbox for Unit 1, Level 2. And that's due by Wednesday. It won't take you too long. If you need a little bit extra time, that's fine. But you don't want you to start off the semester getting too far behind. Here is a Dropbox activity for that, and if you click on this attachment, it'll open up a Word document. And what you're going to do for this Dropbox assignment is you can download this, you can type in it, or you can write in it. If you print it out and write in it, that's fine. But you need to search the World Wide Web, and you can use the resources that I just showed you to find examples that represent the targets for this level. So solve one-step arithmetic problems using whole numbers, fractions, and decimals such as or a single-step percent. So you need to find an example of that, put your example right here, and your solution, and then you need to paste the URL where you found this example. And anything is open on the web. If you can get to it and use it, great. If I don't expect you to pay for any services or prep stuff, but the resources that I listed on the resource page, most of them are free, or they have free parts to them. So for your second one, you're going to find a problem that has a 2-step arithmetic problems involving concepts such as rate and proportion, tax added, percentage off, computing with an average or a given average. Show an example, and so show your solution, and then again give me the URL where you found it, the website. Once you're done, save it and submit it to the Dropbox. For level 3, you have 2 targets. You're going to solve multi-step arithmetic problems that involve planning and converting units of measure, like feet per second, miles per second. You're also going to solve word problems containing several rates, proportions, or percentages. So you need to find word problems that contain rates, proportions, or percentages. So what you're going to do is part 1 is due by the 17th, which is Friday. You're going to post your example to a discussion. And then, so if your last name begins with the letter A through M, you're going to do the first target. And you'll go to that discussion and post your example. Then, if your last name starts with the letter N through Z, you're going to do this. So you're going to look for word problems containing several rates, proportions, or percentages. And you're going to find an example and post it to the discussion. Once you find that example, you're going to post a discussion. And then immediately after you post it, you're going to post your solution. And I'll show you that's in a different discussion. I'll show you how that works. And then by the 22nd, you'll need to go through and post your answer to all of the students' posted questions in the discussion. That's why it's very important to get these examples posted by January 17th. So let's look at that discussion. If you go to the discussion board, here's Unit 1. So if your letter starts with A through M, you're going to post your example here. And you'll just hit reply and you'll post it there. If your last name starts with N through Z, you'll post your example here. So Bueller will post his or her solution here, and you'll post your solution here right after you post your example, and then all the students in this class will need to go find Bueller's example and then post their solution in there. You'll not be able to see your other students' solutions until you post yours. So once you post your solution, you'll be able to see other students' solutions. Okay, I'm trying this. This is new, and I hope it works out great, but it's very important that you get your example posted by January 17th. And then so everybody that's enlisted and enrolled in the class as of today has this ready. If any new student, if you don't see your name in the Unit 1 discussion, your last name, make sure you contact me and I'll get your name in there so you can post your solution there. And I'll also check my roster to see if I have any new students as of today. And I'll continue to check it throughout the semester. Alright, so that's for level 3. So if we look at Unit 1, we talked about level 2, where you do the Dropbox, level 3, where you do the discussions. And there's going to be a lot of discussions. Now remember, N through Z posts for this discussion, A through M posts for this discussion, and then everybody posts their solutions. So you're going to have to go and look and see their problems, write them down, and then post your solution with your steps on how you solved it to the corresponding discussion. And then for level 4, this is the final one. Here's the target for this unit, or for this lesson. And so you need to set up your Khan Academy account. And I tried emailing. Some of you may have received an email. Others, you need to go use a code. And then I'm going to put recommendations in for you that apply to this learning target, and those should be coming up later this week. And then there'll be a quiz at the end of the unit. That'll probably be available next week. You'll need to have this all done by January 26. Okay, so we're trying a new way to teach this course, and hopefully it'll work well. I can't wait to see your guys' examples and your solutions. Now, if your solution doesn't match somebody else's solution, just recheck your work and make sure yours is correct. And if it is, and you see where. So if you see a mistake on somebody else's solution, be sure you don't have to, but you can leave a comment for them and say, hey, maybe you need to subtract instead of add, or I noticed you did this and I tried this. So I'd like to see some pretty rich discussions in these solutions. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.